Hey guys, today we're going to build another display. You'll need gloves, a drill, or a screwdriver. I'm going to use a drill because it'll just go by faster. Before you start, I would recommend that you open everything up, unwrap it, and set it out so you know what piece is what. Okay guys, we're going to start off, we're going to just follow the instructions here. We're going to start off with step 1. We're going to take the base with the wheels, and we're going to take these little poles, and we're just going to screw them in from the bottom. This display only has one type of screw, so it just makes it easier. And then to make sure you put the screw hole to the inside, so to make sure to keep the flat side on the outside, okay? So all you're going to do is, I like to put the screw in first, and then line it up. So make sure that the screw hole itself right here is going to the inside. So line it up just like that, and then just tighten it up. Alright, once you get that screwed in, you're just going to do that for all 4 of them. Alright, so we're just putting on the last one. Just going to tighten it up. Just like that. Alright, so now we're done. You can, when you're done, you can just move these around just a tiny bit to make sure they're all facing in, just like that. So make sure the screw hole is facing straight to the center. And now we're going to move on to step 2, and that's going to be putting on this spinny part on top of here. So we'll get going on that. I'm going to take this part, and we're going to line up these holes at the bottom with the screw holes on top of these here. Alright, so I like to line up a couple and just get a screw in there, just tighten it by hand just a little bit, so to make sure you can get them all lined up perfectly. Here's this one. I got all of them just hand started to make sure that all the holes are lined up, and I'm just gonna tighten them all down. Just like that. And now we're just gonna move on to step 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that big flat circle there, and we're gonna add on the big struts right here. Alright. So what I like to do is take 2 screws, already put them in, line them up, and with these pieces here, make sure that the flat side is facing out and that the grooves are facing in. And then the screw holes at the bottom of these, I just like to line them up, rest it on there, line it up with the screws, push them in, and then just hold it in tight and make sure that the bar is straight. And you can get them just kind of started a little bit. And just like that. We're just going to do that to all of them. So we're just putting in the last piece. And then we can finally connect this piece to the other one. Alright guys, so we're done with step 3. Now we're going to move on to step 4, and that's putting this top piece that we just finished onto this bottom piece. And to do that, we're just going to use this one single screw. It's one big one, and we're just going to do the same thing as it comes. We're going to put it through, put the 2 nuts on, washer, and then another nut. Alright, so we're just going to take this top piece, put it up here. I'm gonna line it up with the bottom hole. Let's see if I can see it like this. There you go. And just like the nut came, like I said, we're gonna put the 2 nuts at the bottom, then a washer, and then another nut. So I'm just gonna get these started a little bit. Alright, so it doesn't seem like all 3 nuts will fit on here. So what we're going to do is going to be a nut, washer, and then another nut. So we're going to take the other one out of the equation. So washer on there. And then the last nut. And then you're just gonna hold the nuts tight and tighten the screw from the top, just like that. And she spins. Okay, now we're just gonna move on to the next step, and that's step 5, and that's just putting on the walls. Oh, actually on step 4, we need to put in these bottom walls here. So those are these beautiful pictures right here. So what they do is you just slide them between these grooves in between these poles. So you're just gonna stick them in there like that. Bend it. Just like that. And then once you are done putting all of them in, you could use this area as storage. You can just pull one of the pictures out and then put something back here and put it back. So we're done installing these bottom parts. And make sure if you do want to roll it around to unlock this one wheel, and then when you don't want it to move, you just push it down and it locks the wheels so you can't move it around. So the next step we're gonna do is step 5. So what we're gonna do is start assembling the walls that hold the glasses. So we're just gonna start putting them in. We're gonna start putting in the walls. So these grooves on them, make sure to face them to the back so that they slide into the grooves on the poles. So what you're gonna do is raise them up high, line up the holes. Like that and like that, and you're just gonna slide it down. There you go, it's a tight squeeze. But we got it in. So we finished putting in the rest. We're just gonna put this shorter piece in now. So this one's a little bit shorter because it's gonna have the mirror stacked on top of it. So we're just gonna take the mirror and do the same thing as those and just slide it into the grooves. Just like that. And then right at the end, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this top piece and screw it in all at the top to make everything sturdy. I'm just gonna line up all the screw holes, and just like I did with the other ones, I like to just line up all the screw holes just by doing a little bit of a hand tighten and make sure that all the holes are in place all around, and then I'm gonna tighten them all down. Got all these hand tightened to line up all the holes. Now I'm just gonna go around and tighten it down. So we're just gonna do one side. We're gonna post completed pictures at the end with glasses and everything like that, but it is finished. When you are done building it, make sure to take off the protective plastic covering off the mirrors and the side metal pieces here, and to make it look nice. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have a good one. Bye.